Next slide. Look at this, folks. All right. The WNBA has built in a scenario, all right, to where the league continues to grow at a rate of 5% all the way to the end of the CBA, the next CBA, the one they're offering. All right.
Let's start with the numbers, because the numbers are staggering. We're talking about a proposed supermax salary in the range of $2.4 to $4 million, an average player salary landing around $1 million, and a minimum salary that would jump several multiples higher than it is today. And the response from the players was no. Let me repeat that clearly. The league put forward a proposal that would increase player compensation by nearly 10 times current levels, and the offer was rejected outright. That leaves us with two possibilities. Either there's something massive being left out of the public conversation, or this negotiation has quickly turned into one of the most disconnected labor disputes professional sports has ever seen.
NBA/NBA owners have put out there that was in their proposal. Some of these will kind of make you chuckle. But what won't make you chuckle and will make you turn a side eye, we've talked about this, towards the players, is going to be a new revenue figure that is showing on this chart that is now leaked. And God, I'm going to tell you, for the players hoping that fans were going to be further on their side,
here's what unfolded in New York. The Players Association met with league ownership for roughly 3 hours. About 40 players attended, some physically present, others joining remotely. Ownership came in without a revised offer, no counter, no tweaks, just a firm stance. This is the deal, take it or walk. According to multiple reports, that meeting exposed a deep internal divide. Roughly half of the players favor striking, the other half don't. And now leaked documents obtained by media outlets show exactly what ownership proposed, which only sharpens the tension surrounding that split.
Sawyer and Kelsey Plum said, nah, we're not going to show up to New York. The weather's too bad. Even though Caitlin Clark was up there for the Madison Square Garden game. Interesting for NBA. All right, I guess a couple of folks could, one person could make it, the other two.
Two of the 3 player committee leaders did not attend in person. The explanation given was weather concerns. Meanwhile, one of the league's most visible stars was photographed at Madison Square Garden that same evening attending an NBA game. That contrast didn't go unnoticed. When key leadership figures skip an in-person meeting during the most consequential negotiation the league has ever faced, it raises serious questions about unity, priorities, and internal alignment. That's not a salary issue, that's an organizational one.
There's another column here, right here for Supermax, right here for the average salary. So under the projected CBA, note 2031 higher revenue scenario adds 5% to the annual league and team revenue growth rates. So the league is saying, in my opinion, this is what they're saying. If we grow 25%, 5 times 5, this could be your projected salary.
Now let's break down what the proposal actually includes, because details matter more than headlines. The league's offer is built around an optimistic but not outrageous growth model. 5% annual revenue increases through 2031, amounting to roughly 25% total growth over 5 years. Under that scenario, the Supermax rises from roughly $250,000 to about $2.4 million. Minimum salaries climb from under $80,000 to over $300,000. Average salaries hit the $1 million mark. This isn't incremental change. This is a complete overhaul of the league's financial structure.
The projected Supermax salary, if the league grows 25%, 5% per year, 5 years in a row, this projected Supermax salary is $2.4 million? $2.4 million. Guys, I don't know. Let me just throw some quick math out for you. It's basically 10 times what the current Supermax salary is. All right, the current Supermax salary is $250,000. They're saying $2.4 million in 5 years. The same can be applied over here. We knew
But here's the context that keeps getting glossed over. This league has never been profitable. Not once in nearly 3 decades. Operations have been subsidized for years. And now, coming off a single breakout season driven largely by one player's unprecedented popularity, ownership is proposing to multiply salaries by 10. That's not a small bet. That's a massive financial risk. If growth stalls, if ratings regress, if injuries occur, if fan interest cools even slightly, the losses could be devastating. This offer assumes sustained momentum and builds safeguards in case that momentum proves temporary.
A lot of different things on this. You can go to Ramona Shelburne's Twitter and find everything that's listed here. Let me show you a couple of things. Number 1, number 33, the elimination of marijuana testing. Y'all can get as high as y'all want. High as a cotton. Super high. As long as y'all are willing to play basketball, get super, super duper high. And number 37, free WNBA League Pass.
Then there are some smaller but revealing details buried in the proposal. Complimentary all-star tickets for players, free league streaming subscriptions. It almost sounds absurd until you realize these items had to be contractually guaranteed. In other leagues, perks like that are assumed, not negotiated. Their inclusion here quietly underscores the financial fragility of the ecosystem. It's not insulting, it's illuminating. It tells you exactly where the league stands economically.
Anyway, but I guess not. I guess not. And of course, in fairness, the tickets are worth a little more now that Caitlin Clark's part of the league. Can they afford to buy tickets right now? Oh, funny. That is funny.
There's also the removal of marijuana testing. From a player rights perspective, that's consistent with other leagues and arguably overdue, but the optics are complicated. When credibility, sustainability, and financial viability are at the center of the conversation, bundling lifestyle concessions alongside unprecedented salary demands sends mixed signals. You're asking to be treated as a fully mature professional league while still negotiating for things that more established leagues no longer even discuss.
The players are turning this deal down? Y'all might as well strike. Y'all might as well strike in the season and in the league. I don't even know what to say. This makes the players look way worse. I mean, the 1.87 million already made them.
So let's be clear about what's being rejected. A pathway to $1 million average salaries within 5 years. A 10-fold increase in compensation. All during a moment when public skepticism is already high. The internal fracture now makes sense. One group sees this as the best offer the league will ever receive. The other believes last season's ratings surge created leverage. That disagreement will define what happens next. Ownership's decision to show up without a counter was deliberate. It was a signal, a calculated move suggesting they believe the players will blink, and maybe they will. Because when you strip away the emotion and look at the numbers, the proposal looks less like exploitation and more like aggressive optimism. Yes, attendance jumped. Yes, merchandise sold. Yes, viewership spiked. But was that a durable shift or a novelty surge? Ownership is betting on sustainability, but not blindly. The revenue-linked structure protects them if growth slows. The players want guaranteed compensation now, based on projected success. From a business standpoint, tying pay to actual performance in a league that's lost money for decades isn't unreasonable. At some point, financial reality has to enter the room. What decides this negotiation isn't just money, it's unity. Can the players maintain a united front when half believe this is as good as it gets? Can the league survive a stoppage without losing the casual fans it just gained? And where will public opinion land? Fans may sympathize with underpayment narratives, but they'll also look at rejected 7-figure averages in a non-profitable league and question the strategy. This is an optics battle as much as a labor one. The next 2 weeks matter. If division widens, ownership gains leverage. If players hold firm, they may extract more. But every unresolved day chips away at momentum the league fought years to build. Both sides believe they hold the stronger hand. History suggests one of them is misreading the math, and we're about to find out who. So what's your take? Are the players right to push harder, or are they risking the most important opportunity this league has ever had? From where I'm standing, rejecting a structured path to 7-figure salaries looks looks less like leverage and more like wagering the league's future on one extraordinary season? Drop your thoughts below, and if you want more clear-eyed breakdowns of where this league is heading, stay tuned. This story isn't close to over.